The process of like doing first ascents is like quite rewarding in the UK, I think, because they don't come easy. I just really enjoy like getting involved and having like a nice climb as a result of it. Oh God. I first heard of Wyman Brook actually in a blog post from Dan Varian at Beastmaker, and he'd called it Close Comfort. At the time he was living in Sheffield and it was kind of the closest crag for him, and he sort of came and developed a few boulders, and kind of he talks about in this blog about how, you know, it's far from the best crag out there and it's not like the best lines or anything, but you know, there's something quite nice and comforting about having this quite quaint, like nice little venue so close to home that you can always just nip out to and do a few climbs in the evening or something. As far as it goes as a crag, it's pretty unique for the peak, really, and Sheffield area. It's really secluded. It's like tucked away in these woods, and it's got like a stream running through the middle, so you've got this constant sound of like water, and there's loads of birds and stuff. It's a really nice place. I think personally it's probably like my favourite crag in the area for like, in terms of scenery. I really like the woodland and stuff, and yeah, lots of moss. The buttresses are quite spread out, so it's not like you do loads of climbs in one area. It's sort of like you'll do a good climb on one buttress and then maybe you've got to move on to the next one, and things are sort of dotted around, and because it's such thick forest, some of them can be quite hard to find. Yeah, I'm sure there's like lots more to do that we've just not even spotted or found yet. At the start of last year, when it was really wet, I just came on like a few walks around here and just noticed there was like so much rock which hadn't been climbed on at all. As soon as I noticed there was a lot to be done here, it was really exciting because it's kind of the closest thing I've ever had to like a whole venue where there's just things to go at. You get big pebbles here, biggest pebbles on grit. Look at the size of these. That one. They're well set to be stood on as well. I've done a few first ascents now, but it'll often just be like slim pickings, like finding gaps on like popular crags where the majority of things have been done. Whereas here, it's like a lot of like good lines haven't been climbed, so that was really exciting to just try and, well, just feel like you had it all to ourselves, really. Stay with it. When that's de-skrittled, that'll be a classique. I think a lot of the rocks here are so sort of overgrown and like hidden. You have to just really like get involved and scurry around and look for things. I think I'm gonna go back that way and across to what looked like the
past the roof.
Maybe from down the hill something doesn't look very big, but then when you get up to it, it's actually like the ground kind of hollows out underneath it and it's actually a really big wall.
Good. 630 bangers, nothing but.
The process of like doing first ascents is like quite rewarding in the UK, I think, because they don't come easy. I just really enjoy like getting involved, getting my hands dirty, scrittling my hair, and having like a nice climb as a result of it.
Oh god. Did that foothold just disappear?
No, there's still stuff there. It's just a bit worse.
That'll go, turn it to that. Get up, turn that up.
Good. You looked a lot more steady on the mantle that time.
Yeah, the mantle was a bit more secure when you know what you're doing. That feels okay, but I'd have to like slap to that somehow.
I mean, it's not been repeated yet, but I don't think anyone's tried it. But currently, it's kind of the hardest thing in this valley. You know, just on first appearance, it doesn't look like it would be too bad, but the feet are just kind of almost non-existent, or they're like tucked under the roof, so you don't get much out of those. And then it all comes down to sort of squeezing guppies like meat hooks and just like slapping your way up the thing.
You seen that slightly closer in foot? Oh. I saw it too, but...
Nice, Jim. Come on.
Yes.
Yes, Jim. Go on.
Oh,
that's it! We're in!
Oh,
that was flipping cool.
Get the guppy. Stop that foot up. So, from there. Really thummy.
Go on, Jim. Nice.
This is probably one of the best in terms of like for all sort of levels. It's not very hard, but it's like really good quality. A nice amount of height to it, so that it's sort of you have a bit of spice, but the climbing eases off as you get into the higher part, which is always quite comforting. And you can also just sort of like step off at the first break. It doesn't get any harder from there, but if you want the full like feeling of topping it out, you can do that. John Welford told me about this slab project in Wyoming Brook, and you know, I'd spent a lot of time here and I still hadn't found it. Yeah, he just mentioned it was like the most obvious thing right next to the path.
Hey, look, a little rock. What have we got here then? Look at that, that's perfect.
It's really unassuming. You walk along the path and just see this tiny boulder and think, oh, there could never be anything on that. But when you peer over the top of it, it's like this really nice slab like drops away. I think it's maybe like 5 or 6 meters. And it's sort of like a diamond shape coming out of the ground. It took us a long time to find it dry. On loads of visits, it was just wet. After this good dry spell we've had, it's finally been dry.
Anything up there, Pat's a little gas storm?
There are a few things that from this angle look like they might be holes.
That was a non-committal.
Yeah, I'm not going to commit to saying there is anything up here.
It's not too difficult, I think around maybe 7B, 7A plus, 7B. And the left direct maybe goes at like a front 4 or 5A or something. And yeah, both are really good, and there's like a harder direct finish if anyone wanted to do that. I think for sure I'll keep coming here, one, just because I enjoy the climbing so much and I've still got a lot of the existing problems to do. And every time I come, I seem to spot something new. Like just today, I've spotted like a new route to do, so be keen to come and get that done. The climbing generally is quite tucked away, so it's not often that you're on show from like public just on a walk and stuff, but I think it's still really important that we sort of like leave it as we found it and make sure to like take rubbish away and sort of like look after the environment around here.
Hey, didn't see you there. MTV's Welcome to My Career.